Alright, let's talk about today. So this morning I don't exactly remember, but I think I had a good sleep. I don't think it was too bad. I don't remember. But let's talk about what I do remember. Because I don't really remember this morning very well. However, I do remember I went outside to see if my soccer track dried because I spray painted it and been painting it, and it looks quite good. I'm very happy with it. I don't think I've shown the video yet of the track. I will do it whenever I'm out there. But it's looking good with one corner of it. And then I was playing slot cars, and instead of pushing 16 volts with 5 amps, I accidentally pushed 27 volts with 3 amps, which then completely fried my motherboard on my Scalextric Art Pro, which is like, depending if you get lucky, but it's usually a $200 to $400 price tag. Sometimes it can be $5 if you get ripped off. However, I wasn't too upset, but I was like, you're so stupid, you were so stupid, why'd you do that? So anyway, I then had to go, my carers come, and I had to go to see my shrink, and we tried some meditation stuff and some weird yoga shit, not yoga, meditation, relaxing breathing, that sort of stuff. It was alright, it was something different. But I got home, and I went straight back into focus mode, and I've had quite a few Scalextric Art devices over the couple years, and I know I've had another Art Pro, and I don't remember what happened to it. I don't remember why it was in the box full of just random electronics, like broken stuff. But I said, I wonder if it works. So it was just a motherboard, and like it wasn't connected up to any tracks. But anyway, I took it out, plugged it in, and everything lit up and it worked. So I went, oh, this Art Pro works. At least what I know. I haven't done like a full half an hour test, but I've done like drag straight tests, and it works all well, all sensors work. Anyway, it's not the point. So I got my soldering iron out, and I soldered up the power cords and made sure the sensors were plugged in, and pretty much replaced the new motherboard, which was the new Scalextric Art Pro. Had a pretty different, it was the same but different, and I replaced it with the older motherboard, which I don't think there's a difference, but anyway, I replaced it, and I was very happy. I fixed a $200 to $400 problem like that. I was like, yeah, so I was very happy about that. I then had been chatting to my R1 friend for most of the day. I didn't know, but there's like a Thomas the Tank Engine auction going on, and it's all the auction, like all the original Thomas the Tank Engine stuff, It's like, yeah, it's just like all the original Thomas the Tank Engine stuff, like the people, the figures, there's some beautiful sceneries, like buildings and all that shit that have been constructed. There's some really nice stuff in there, and we just talked about it, and we also talked about how I fucked up my Scalextrics, and we talked about, oh, that's what also happened today. So I got a guy who makes that body kit for my bike, the Honda Grom, and he's from Thailand, and he's good. We talk sometimes, on and off we talk. Not a lot, but sometimes he'll message me. Anyway, he sent me a message, and he's like, hey, you live in Australia, and well, he said more than that, but I said, yeah, that's me, I live in Australia, and he's like, huh, and he's like, I want to send you something, and then you send it to me. It sort of felt like I had no choice, but at the same time, it's a win-win. We're good mates, but this way I gain his trust, and I help him at the same time. So it's good. So he bought an item, and he sent it to my house. And then when I received the item, which is a racing harness for a RGV 250 two-stroke, and when I receive it, I go and send it to him. But it was really out of the blue, and I was like, oh, all right, yeah, let's do it. I didn't even really double guess it, but it was just there, very out of the blue. So that was interesting. What else? I talked to my sister. I learnt today that the new Pope got elected. Some Peruvian, is that what you call it? Peruvian? Spain, you know. Some Peruvian Pope, who's also American. Apparently America's like, woo, he's an American Pope, but not really. He's Peruvian. And even the Pope's like, yeah, no, I'm Peruvian. But I think he was born in America, or he lived, I don't know. I haven't read into it. I also played a lot of tanks with Australia. He was a good bloke. And we had a good chat on Discord. Oh, not Discord. We had a good chat on Xbox, but we sent pictures on Discord because he sent me some photos of his previous cars and shit like that. But it's been good. It's been good. A good night. And I don't think anyone will come, but I got a barbecue with me and my old work colleagues tomorrow. I sent an invite to like 7 or 8 people, and none of them RSVP'd except for one. So if any others turn up, I'll be like, oh, alright. So we'll see. Yeah, that's about all. But it's been a good day. It's been a good time. I've had fun, and I had ups and downs. I'm so glad I fixed my Scalextrics, but I'm so annoyed I broke it in the first place. I'm glad I can help out my Thailand friend who has a motorbike shop. That was funny because he actually sent it to the wrong address. So I actually managed to ring up the guy in Victoria and was like, hey, I got a part, but it's got the wrong address written on it. Can we fix that? And then we had a conversation about that. And I explained to him, oh, it's actually not me who bought it. It's the guy in Thailand who bought it, but I'm going to collect it. And then and that was a good conversation. He was a good bloke, that bloke. Some Victorian shop. And I want to play this game. Well, no, I want to play that game. But I don't remember this game, so I'm going to play this game and then play this game. But yeah, yeah, that's all. Peace. Might be more, but that's all for now.